Good morning, everyone. I hope you guys are having a phenomenal day. Today is Relate Hership Fridays. I am so excited about this new segment that we are incorporating into our channel. Today, I will be interviewing a gentleman by the name of James Womack Jr. Mr. Womack is a youth pastor who graduated from seminary school at Point University. He is also the owner and founder of Kingdom Worldwide. That is a record label that features Christian artists, as well as he is an artist. Today, I wanted to take the second to discuss with Mr. Womack the issues that we face of dating and also fellowshipping. So today, I will be interviewing him on offsite. And we will go ahead and get this discussion going on. If you have any questions that you would like me to ask, leave the comments below. So today I am interviewing Mr. James Womack Jr. He is a friend of mine, and I just wanted to pick his brain. You know, we already did the full interview. Today I just wanted to do a smaller condensed version because that interview went over 35 minutes.
It was dope.
Yeah, it was. It was
dope though.
It was. And I just want to do a smaller, condensed version because 35 minutes is a lot.
True.
So I just want to hit some of our key points that we did discuss. And I want to first start with you just introducing what you do, where you're from, and a little about yourself. But
yeah, 2 minutes. Yeah. All right. My name is James Womack Jr. Rapper name is Midnight. Midnight on the track, just come back. My record label is Team Kingdom Worldwide, and I'm originally from Albany, New York, and I'm here in Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay, and you are also a youth pastor, correct?
Yes, and I'm a youth pastor. Yes.
Okay. So we discussed it previously. So like it's a hard shot to follow that last interview because that was dope. But I just wanted to get on some of the key points of that interview. Let's talk about fellowshipping. No specific questions. Let's just talk about it. Let's just talk about fellowshipping. It's hard, to fellowship with like-minded people.
Is it hard?
It is. It really is very hard. I mean, for me, is it for you?
It shouldn't be. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I say it shouldn't be because you are like-minded. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are in the same spirit. But it's intimate. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can say you could because you have to be a part of being intimate, and being open and all those other different things. So that's kind of hard with some people, so.
Okay. Well, for me, I find it that, I can meet people, but the intimate part of it, the part where, I think I was telling you, my pastor, shout out to Pastor Darius Daniels in New Jersey. Sadly, I'm no longer there, but shout out to him. And he spoke recently in one of his sermons talking about loving everyone, but giving access to certain ones, and you can't give everybody access. So when I'm speaking on fellowshipping, I'm not just talking about fellowshipping in the body. I'm talking about having those intimate relationships. Those relationships, those relationships where I can call you friend. Like a lot of people misconvey the word friend. We use friend so loosely.
That's true.
That, like he said in one of his sermons, we use friend just because we like you. That ain't friendship. Friendship is, can I call you when I need to dump some of this stuff that's going on you? And you can't give that to everybody.
That's when discernment comes in.
Exactly.
So I get what you're saying. Like, you got to discern, who we can talk to about certain things too. Like there's certain things that people can't handle. And that's when you have to call on the Holy Spirit. Like, show me those type of people you need to work with and talk to. And
we got to think about it too, because I guess you can say Jesus fellowshipped with his 12 disciples, right?
Only 12.
But he only brought his 3 with him. So if Jesus knew where to place these 3 people at and where to place those 12 at, we too must have that discernment to know who is really in those
spaces. Who's really for you and who really isn't. Yeah, and I think that's important too, because you got to keep squares out of your circle. And that's what God has been dealing with me on, and really being a part of, but really trusting somebody, because if you can't trust anyone, then that's a problem.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but you have to trust someone, what I'm saying? Someone that will be there for you, for thick and thin, and all those other different things. Yeah, so
do you think God brings those someones into your life? Do you think, how do you think they are introduced into your life? Because I had an issue with trusting people. I've been burned so much that trusting people became a huge issue. I mean, I'm not talking about just people I meet. I mean, family, friends, people who I was really close with. They'll do something to burn me, and then now it's when I meet new people, I gotta keep my eye up. I'm waiting for the snake to attack.
Yeah.
So
I look at it like this, the people that burned me, that was they served their purpose. You see what I mean? But it wasn't long term. And then you have people that you just know that through situations that you go through, that God just has you in, while you're walking your walk, that they're meeting you right there where you are, and as you go forth, and because they know who you are in Christ, even before you even meet you, you know what I'm saying, and they're helping you to go for, and I think that's what husbands and wives are supposed to do. When you even meet your person, when you meet your mate and everything, it's supposed to propel you, and not to bring you back to where you used to be, so yeah.
Yeah, and you judge that by the fruit.
By their fruit. That's the Bible. Yeah,
you judge it by their fruit. And I think that's where, we get a lot of things confused, that as people, especially probably in this age, in our age, we don't really judge by the fruit that people are bringing forth. And I had to learn that, because life had to smack me on my bottom. It was sit down, honey. You moving wrong. You can call this person friend. You can call them family. You can call them whatever you want to call them. But watch their fruit. Watch what they are doing. And then, sometimes people's fruit change. Depending on the season, they might not have a place in your circle,
or
like
they have
you said.
bad fruit. That's what it is.
Yeah. It's bad. You gotta throw it out.
That's the truth. That is the truth. Some people got spoiled, what I'm saying, especially in the relationship. They got so caught up in the relationship and taking, more taking in relationships more than giving. So it's for me, I'm a life giver, man. I like supporting people. I love loving on people, especially if, my future wife, I'll be like, look here, I'm here to support you in your endeavors and all those other different things. That's just what I'm about.
And that's good, because, it is the husband's job to love the wife as he loves God. Loves
the church, yeah.
Yes. So that's very important. And a lot of people, we have high divorce rates now. We get married 50%. All the wrong reasons.
50%, and 50% of those who are believers, his divorce rate is 50%. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, we gonna stop that. If you don't want to marry that person, then just go home and buy a puppy, and man, and just hold on to that puppy.
So how do you think people are being led in these marriages? Because for me, I've never been married, and it's important, because I've never been married, but I've been engaged twice. But I've never felt God lead me to definitively take that final step, because for me, marriage is a one and done.
Yeah.
It's not, I'm about to be married and I'm going to, I'm gonna leave this ain't gonna work out. Then I'm like, look, and I've been in very long-term relationships. I've been in 2 that was both over 9 years, plus. So we ain't gonna stop at 9 plus.
You need to get married. Shoot.
But it's like, you know, you hear people say, well, when you know, you know. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't be knowing God because I'm still on this other side of this fence. Single.
Sometimes you're not just gonna know. It's an adventure. You know, and I agree with that statement, but I also disagree with that statement because nowadays it's like, you know, the Bible even says that he that finds a wife, you know, like he will look to you as a wife even before you get to that place of being a wife. You know, like that's how it's supposed to be. Like, you know, husbands, we don't mess around with all these different type of women before we get to our wife. No, that's stupid. Like that's dumb as hell. Like, like it's just the thing about it is what we got to do is really be careful and just really be honest about what your motivations are, what your intent is of being with this person. And if you don't, you'll know because they're telling you. You know, like Maya Angelou.
Because of the fruit.
Yeah, Maya Angelou says that. You know, Maya Angelou says it just like this. Like if they tell you, believe them. And it's the truth. Like,
yeah. Well, that's true. That's true. And that on this level, you yourself are a virgin, a 32-year non-married virgin.
Yes.
And you know, I'm sure this walk. I don't know because I can't talk. You know. But I'm sure this walk has been a hard one, being a black man in America, and also, you know, dealing with women because you date, right? Yeah. So, like, how is this walk finding your wife? Because, you know, I'm sure it's hard. Like, how is this walk finding your wife?
Man, it's hard because like you start seeing like. Cause some women, man, and I'm not saying every woman, but some women are sneaky. Like they, you know, like they'll try to hide their intentions from us. We wear our intentions. Like you'll see it. Like, you know, like you might see patterns. You know what I'm saying? You know, like even looking at phone conversations. I mean, all that different stuff. But like with women, it's different. It's just like. You know, it's hard to, you know, like you have to look between the lines just to see like what they're about. And yeah, it's been hard. Like, you know, especially like women that some women I know that have children, like they only want men with children, which I'm like, that's backwards to me. Like, you know, like you should want a man of God regardless if they have children or not. Like, you know, like, you know, so if you're looking for just that, then you just want anybody. Like, you know, like, and then I seen a lot of women that are like that. So it's been hard. Like, you know, like, cause they won't actually go for a virgin that much. They would just go for someone that's just anybody now. Like, you know, it's kind of.
So when you do date and you meet these women and you tell them, because I know you told me up front, like you were very transparent. I don't think, like, and I was like, well, hey, hold up.
I just want to see where your head is at. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, like, hey, you know, this is, you know, I don't judge anybody's walk. And I think I told you that. You know, this is your walk. You know, don't judge mine because, you know, I'm a single mom of 3 and never been married.
It doesn't matter.
So don't judge mine, but I don't judge anybody's walk. And listening to you when we were talking, it made me just think, like, how did you get through high school, college, and like how did you get through? And I'm sorry because
throwing condoms in my face, all those other different things. I'm just like, golly, like yeah, like I know it's by the grace of God, like you know, like because me, I could have done it already. You know, like you know, past relationships I had, like you know, some of them were promiscuous, so. They were plotting to get in the bed with me, massaging me, cooking food for me, like all that different stuff. Like, I mean, like everything that a wife could be, but not a wife.
So why didn't you ever even consider them to be that wife? Have you ever been engaged? Have you ever, you know, got to that point where you thought this woman was your wife?
Yeah, I have. Like, you know, and during those times, that's when I really started to see what they were really about. You know, like, and I think that there are signs up front, but I was just so caught up in, you know, I was infatuated. I'm gonna say this. I was infatuated, you know, with those women, and like, and they weren't ready just as much as I was, you know, and And I started to see that there's women that lied to me. You know, there's women that cheated on me over another woman. Yeah, so I experienced it all. Like, you know, like right after I broke up with one girl, like I started to find out a whole lot of things. So like God will shield you from people. You know, like I'm telling you, it's
We're going dive a little deeper. Like I mean, we want to know.
yeah, my ex-girlfriend, you know, and you know, much love to her, all other stuff.
We don't gotta call no names.
Yeah, like, you know, she's yeah, like I found out by her best friend, you know, which was the person that she was messing with.
Oh.
Yeah, like she texted me everything, told me everything. You know, like,
so she was having an intimate relationship with her best friend. How did that make you feel?
Well, I broke up with her during that time, so I was like, I'm straight, you know, like, but at the same time, it did hurt, you know, because I was just like, man, like, you know, like you did this to me all this time and I didn't know, you know, and lied to me about even babies that you had, like, during that time she was raped. You know, like, you know, I think she was raped. I don't know. You know, me, I couldn't believe it because she lied to me about a lot of stuff. You know, like, because I know if you lied to me about one thing, I'm like, what else? You got to
question everything
else.
You
know, what else you lied to me about? And I found out a lot of stuff. Like, you know, like, you know, and it took me one time to go into jail to find it out. So it's like, yeah.
Well, you know, God doesn't leave us blind. And, you know, I believe that he does not leave us blind. And maybe in that instance, we don't know what he's doing, but he's blocking some things from, you know, from us making a mess of some things.
That's true.
You know, because God blocks it. We be like, oh, why you do this? And I know me, it was like, God, well, you know, I want... And he'd be like, no, Ebony, go sit in the corner. This ain't for you. So you think I closed the door, but,
in a sense, like, I was all right with it. You know what I'm saying? I was, you know, when I knew that this was God, like, I was all right with it and I was able to heal because I was still, you know, I was still in line. My heart was in the right place. Yeah, so it's easier, you know, for God to heal you. You know what I'm saying? And like, it'd be like, okay, I still gotta move on with my life, you know, I'm still gonna have my swag, I'm still gonna look good, you know, saying, you know, I'm still gonna be me, you know what I'm saying, regardless. You know, I ain't gonna let no woman keep me from
I know that's right.
Unless she gonna change me for the better.
I know. Hey, I know that's right. So do you think that do you think you're ready to be married?
Yes, I'm ready to be married.
Now, do you think you are curious more so about the part that you're missing, the sex part, or is it
I am curious.
Why did I have to whisper that? The sex part.
I mean, I'm just being honest. Like, I mean, like, because sometimes I'll be like, am I gonna be good in the bedroom? Because I never experienced it. Like, you know, like, or you know, like, you know, she, you know, because Lord knows she might be more experienced than I am. You know, because me, I'm not that type of person that, like, and I know that God told me that I might not be with a virgin, like, or you know, like that, you know, she might be more sexually experienced than I am, or she might have more kids than I do. You know, I don't have no kids, but like,
well, apparently,
I'm just saying, but like,
let's be honest. I mean, you got it. There's only one way to have it. I'm just playing.
Yeah, like,
I'm just playing.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I just, I had those kind of, like, I'll be afraid sometimes because I'll be like, I don't know, like, you know what I'm saying, like, I don't know I'm gonna be good, like, you gonna, you know, like, I have to have God to teach me about that, like, you know, because God gave us the gift of sex, so I'm like, you don't have to tell me how to do this, like, you know, I never had a condom before, like, you know, like that kind of thing. So it's just like, I don't know anything right now. I had to talk to my dad about that. Like,
well, you know, God led you on this journey. He won't leave you on this journey. So, you know, wherever he leads you, he got you.
All I know is when I get married, it's over. I'm like, let my wife know. I'm like, look here, like, you know, I love you with the love of the Lord, and I'm definitely gonna love you with the love of the Lord. Like that's the truth.
Well, that's good to know. So on this journey that you're on,
yes,
is there anything that you would like to leave the people with, as far as
purity, right?
Yeah, I mean, it could be anything. It could be anything that you want to leave. anything that you want to leave behind, because there is something always to be taught. If they tuned in, it's something they need to know. What do you think that these viewers need to know?
Well, 2020, I'm gonna say this. Matthew chapter 6 verse 33 says, seek ye the kingdom first and his righteousness, and all other things will be added. And you don't have to, try to force things, like the force relationships or force business deals or whatever, like just let God do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you have to just sit there and be like, okay, God, just
be still.
Yeah, just be still and know that I am God. You know what I'm saying?
God all alone.
Yeah, so don't force things, let God just do it.
All right. So go ahead and lead us out with you giving us any information for how we can contact you.
All right, my IG is midnight_TK. So MIDNITE_TK. Also James Womack Jr. on Facebook, and Team Kingdom Worldwide on Facebook and on Instagram.
All right. So thank you guys for tuning in with us today. If you have any questions, Mr. Womack will go ahead and respond
I will
to
respond
any questions.
to you personally.
Yes, there you go. Have a great day.